have gone to respond to the invitation from the IGP
Our action,
without all of you escorting him?
This action is clearly in solidarity with our colleague who was brutalized during the Ayawaso West Wuogon elections. And like I said, it is also our civic responsibility to ensure that justice is done at all times when crimes are alleged to have been committed. That's why we're marching to the police headquarters.
Very well. We'll see how that goes. That's James Agalga there. He's the minority spokesperson on Defense and Interior. Daniel.
I'm not. There's a need to answer this one. All of us go to the other end before they cross. Please. That's what they're giving us.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Let's take you now to the police headquarters. Our understanding is that the Parliament procession, the Minority in Parliament's procession, has arrived there. Gakpo, what's the latest?
This is what has happened. The MPs have been marching all the way from Parliament House through the GIJ enclave and to the police CID headquarters. A number of them, almost all the minority MPs are part of this particular march. The reason for their coming here is simple. They indicate that they are seeking to draw the IGP's attention to the incident that happened in the Ayawaso West Wuogon area that saw a member of parliament, Samuel George, being assaulted, as well as some other people. They make the point are NDC people and also citizens of Ghana. So they would want to draw his attention. But more importantly, they indicate that their colleague Samuel George has been invited to the police CID headquarters to give his testimony on what happened. So they are escorting him in solidarity. And as you can see in the background, led by the Deputy Minority Leader, James Klucha-Veggie, the Deputy Minority Chief Whip, Muntaka Mubarak, they've arrived at the police headquarters. Let me update you on something that happened a while ago. Muntaka Mubarak briefed his colleagues, members of parliament, and indicated that now that they are here at the police headquarters, Samuel George is going to see the CID boss in the company of 5 members of parliament. So James Agalga, who is a legal practitioner and also minority spokesperson on Defense and Interior, Inusaf Hussaini, the minority spokesperson on legal affairs, Ibrahim Ahmed, who is the deputy minority chief whip, as well as 2 other MPs, including the Volta regional minister, Helena Intoso, are escorting Samuel George. Some of them are virtually representing him as his lawyers in order to go meet the police CID officials. But the rest of the MPs are waiting here. Let me speak to James Agalga. Let me speak to James Klucha-Veggie. He's the deputy. He's the okay. So you say we should wait for them to come down?
Yeah, I think that the purpose is for Honorable Sam George to write his statement. That is why he went to the office, and we accompany him to the place here in order to give him the message that we have for the police service. So we are waiting for him to come down. He's been accompanied by 3 lawyers and some of our colleagues, members of parliament from the minority. So we are waiting for him to write a statement and come down.
So beyond the statement, you made the point about a message that you want to deliver. Yeah. So the message is exactly what?
Well, the message is simple, that about 18 of Ghanaians have been brutalized with various degrees of injury, and then also a member of parliament have been assaulted. 5 clear days, no arrests have been made by the police. Meanwhile, we have footages of the events. That is a message we have for the IG, that we want the police service to take action, because who knows who will be the next if the police are to protect the citizens of this country. And then police cannot make simple arrests where we have footages of people who have committed some crime by unleashing citizens, brutalizing them, wounding them, and they cannot make any arrests. We want the police to take action.
Did they have to get to this, that as MPs, you march on the streets and come all the way here in black? Couldn't this issue have been resolved on the floor of Parliament, at the level of the Defense and Interior Committee? Did you all have to get all the way to the police headquarters in order to send across that message?
We want to present our message directly to the police service. We don't want to do it through the floor of the House. It must be carried by somebody to the police service. But we coming here, tell the IG the importance and how serious we are as a minority in Parliament. That is why we came here. We felt that coming here to present our statement to the police service will make it more touching than to do it on the floor of the House. There are a series of other things that we'll be doing on the floor, but we think that this one we have to march from Parliament to tell the public, to tell the police service how serious we are.
The Honourable James Klucha Veggie is still with us here. Something happened on the floor of Parliament earlier today. They staged a walkout even before they marched all the way to the police headquarters here in Accra, ahead of the swearing in of Lydia Sarah Malhassan as Member of Parliament for Ayawaso West Wuogon. Why did you have to do that? You repeatedly protested that you are not in support of
we simply don't want to be
what happened, but what exactly do you want to achieve with the boycott?
No, we simply don't want to be part of something that we consider to be illegitimate. We are saying that by-election was fraught with so many issues that need to be resolved, and one of them is calling on the police service to make arrests and prosecute people who have done those things. So taking part in the swearing-in is like participating in something that you consider to be wrong. It's simple. We don't want to be part of it.
So you don't recognize it as Member of Parliament? Is that the message you are seeking?
We don't want to be part of something that we consider to be wrong. So that is why we walk out, and from there we are here to register our...
At that level, what exactly do you want? A rerun of that poll, or what exactly? Because you say it's a
If the laws of the land permit a rerun, we must push for it.
Are you ready to push for that?
I'm saying that if the laws of the land...
From your reading of the law?
Well, I need to go back and then look at the law. And if the laws allow that there should be a rerun, in fact, even the turnout was 19%. And then with all those other things that happened at the by-election, if the laws allow for a rerun based on those issues that took place on that day, definitely we'll have to call for it. But if the laws do not allow, then we'll leave it there. But people who have committed those crimes must be punished.
And do you have the confidence that after making this statement right here at the police headquarters to the police, something will change in terms of action being taken? You repeatedly made the call on them to act, which hasn't made anything.
If we don't have the confidence, we will not walk from Parliament to this place. We believe strongly that the IGP will take action.
So that's James Klucha Veggie there. Many thanks for joining us. He's Deputy Minority Leader. He led the MPs, the minority MPs, all the way to the police headquarters. And so Samuel George and 5 other members of Parliament, including 3 of them who are representing him as his lawyers, have moved up to meet the police CID boss, while the other MPs wait right here. The precincts of the police headquarters in Accra.